And since this is the second, I've only printed this once. Since this is the second time, it'll probably ink up quicker. Okay, I'll print that with the spoon. This isn't going to be dry, but that's okay. So there's one side smoother, I'm going to print on that side.
So you print on the smoothest side.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can experiment with both, but it prints better.
You probably get more detail on the smooth side.
Once you put it on, like, once the ink hits the paper, it sucks it on, so it doesn't move very easily. But you can come, even now just pushing on it, I can see through the paper. If you come look at this right here. So they do make, it's called a biren. It's like a Japanese tool. It's round for doing this, for burnishing. And those work good. However, if there's like a little area that's being difficult, like let's say you didn't ink it up enough, with a spoon you can put direct pressure in that one area and really work it. Whereas with a big round biren, it's more of it's harder to do that. So I'm going to print right on this seam. And you have a lot of control by doing this by hand. With a press, you get like even pressure the whole way through. Whereas here, it's like if the wood dips a little bit, bows, then you can get in there. With the press, it just wouldn't print if the wood was bowed. But here, this whole plate is like kind of warped. You can really just get in and pull out, and you can see it come through the paper. So you know like when it's going to be good. You can make sure there's no white spots. Where it's double layers here, I gotta do super hard. So once I'm done with this, because like I said, this akua takes a while to absorb into the paper, I'll have to let it sit, the print, before it becomes stable and the ink doesn't smear.
So do you leave it on right on the?
No, I'll pull it off.
You pull it off. Just pull it off and let it sit.
I won't roll it up. I'll just hang it,
Right.
and then it will just. I don't know how long it takes. It probably depends on the humidity, and the temperature, but.
A couple of weeks.
No, I think less than that. Probably a couple of days is fine. Okay.
Can you transport it home? You're just gonna leave it here.
Well, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'll leave it here and pick it up on Monday.
How do you hang it on?
Yeah, I'll just clip it on the wall.
Yeah.
And then come pick it up. Yeah, you can.
Wow.
You can pull it back and see. Yeah. If it's like, ooh, there's a light spot, as long as you hold it with one hand so it doesn't shift, right? I'm holding it with this hand. Then you can put it back down and really go back into that spot. Or even if you need, like, there's just not enough ink, you could even go back and like, right? I can go like this. Right? Go like that. Go back and get that spot. So it's really forgiving.
How do you print this whole thing?
Say.
Well, if you can stay and find out.
You can go run a couple errands and come back.
He's going to let us
Little
know.
bars.
I've got these knee pads.
You can take one side.
Yeah.
I think what he wants is he wants us all to help. Everybody take a corner. Yeah.
Now once I put the paper down, I'll ink this up as it is here. And then I'll put the paper on it, put it on the floor, and then I put these down, I've got these 3 boards, and that's where I put my knee pads on, I put my weight on this because it distributes, right? If I put my knee directly on here, it might tear or dent. So I have these 3 and I sort of work around and just spoon and spoon and spoon. Till it's all done.
Is it possible to do it against a wall and do it this way for people who aren't as agile?
Probably. Yeah, I actually never thought about that.
What did you say? What?
Done against the wall and pressed with a spoon or whatever, because some of us aren't as agile as he is.
It'd probably be harder to keep your paper
So anyhow.
in place.
Wow.
We might have to take the edges. We have to give you a little bit of applause.
Yeah, so where that seam is, like you can't even see it, right?
Amazing.
That's fun.
Yeah, you can see it on the back for sure.
So which, I guess carving would take longer than burnishing, but burnishing must take a long, long time too.
Yeah, to print this? Yeah, I think it'll take 4 hours.
Well, he wants to be done because he needs to get started.
Yeah,
Yep.
if I don't finish, the ink doesn't dry, so I just come back on Monday and print it.